So I often get asked, how do I decode someone's soul contract? So I just thought I'd do this video to kind of explain what might happen briefly in a session where I would be looking at your soul contract. So you can see up here at the top, I've cut it off for privacy reasons, but it was this individual's name. So we take the birth name that's on your birth certificate, and we take and we convert it into numbers which have certain frequencies. And then we take and we place these number frequencies on the chart here. So you can see there is a triangle going down and a triangle going up. So we take a look at the physical aspects as well as the spiritual aspects that the soul has chosen to look at and go through in this lifetime. So when we reincarnate, we choose the karma that we want to have. We choose the talents that we're going to use to help us process through those, and then the goals and soul destiny that we ultimately want to reach while we're doing this. So with this chart, I might ask a couple things. I might ask, you know, in childhood, did you often maybe shy away from things emotionally? Was there things that maybe went on in the house that you felt a little bit detached, or like you kind of had to wear a mask when you went outside? While sevens are usually a pretty unifying number, sometimes in the karma they can make us pretty shy, pretty masked in our emotions. So it's a lesson that oftentimes we need to learn somewhere in that. So going down to these 22 numbers, this 2 right here is a pretty resilient number, as well as this 20 is a kind of a war and peace number. So as this person's learning these things in their karma, they're using these talents of resiliency and being able to take those lessons that they're learning and be able to really assimilate them, and then being able to ground them with these 8s over here, because this is talking about grounding ourselves. So getting grounded in our knowledge and the things that we're learning, and then being able to diffuse those things out in our own personal lives as well as the lives of others. And these number 4s, I would ask, maybe does there's some trust issues that are going on, maybe a question of, you know, who God is in relationship to them. The 4s over here is kind of the same thing, but with the 22, it's also talking about this kind of ugliness to beauty. So maybe what is their view of themselves in relationship to God, or even in the physical sense, what's going on right there? Because once they learn to trust source and trust themselves, they're going to be able to fulfill a lot of these pieces within the chart and ultimately get to their soul destiny. Because there's a lot of numbers in here that have teacher vibes, facilitator vibes, someone who can take somebody from point A to point B because they've learned these lessons themselves. So that's kind of how a chart reading would work with me. So if you're interested, make sure you click the link in the bio.